Hello, my friend. Amner Hunter here from amnerhunter.com. Happy to spend some time with you in another video. So today I want to share with you the news of this cool free plugin by Waves Audio in partnership with a YouTuber that is specialized in video editing and audio editing, especially on the software. I don't remember the name of the software. I use another one to edit videos, but anyways, these two generous entities, him and Waves Audio, got together to give this a perpetual license of this compressor plugin, right? A classic compressor at this point, the H-Compressor by Waves Audio. You have less than 2 days to get it for free, right? The promotion ends this 29th at 9 a.m. I'm not exactly sure of the time zone of this, but anyway, you can get this compressor. This is not the first time that I publish about this news. In the past, this compressor has been given away for free probably 5 times at this point or more. Probably many of you guys already have it in your arsenal, but for the guys that don't have it, that couldn't take advantage of the promotion at that time or something, or just the new guys that are entering in the music production world and doesn't have much of these premium plugins, now is the time that you can get it, right? So the link is in the video description. Of course, just below the timestamps that I'm going to put, and yeah, you can move around between the mini segments of the video with the timestamps that I'm going to put. Before we begin, let me invite you quickly to my website amnerhunter.com, where you can get some additional free stuff, some free PDF guides and ebooks, some extra free tools, collections of guitar impulses, collections of drum sample packs, among other utilities. And finally, don't forget to check out this channel or my blog, which I am updating almost on a daily basis with tons of content like this. Please let me know if you are here in the live stream. I am always happy and interested to know your opinions. Acoustic is here, and Sound Healer as well is here. Hello, you guys. How are you? What are you doing at the moment besides being here in the live stream? And do you guys have already this compressor? Maybe some of you guys, or most of you guys that follow this channel for a long time, probably have it already. But yeah, I didn't want to waste the opportunity to share it with the new guys, or with the people that wasn't able to get it at that time. Some months ago, I believe it was also given away for free. But yeah, anyway, let's dive deep into this plugin by Waves Audio. All right, so now you should be seeing it on your screen. And yeah, this compressor, from what I was reading in the manual, it's like a combination of analog compressors, right? The SSL, also other well-known compressor brands, and the circuitry of those 2 or 3 compressors with the advantages of digital as well. And yeah, it includes analog saturation and analog coloration, right? With these 4 stages of analog sound, 1, 2, 3, and 4, that you can enable here. So it adds some extra harmonics and juice to the audio in a subtle way, right? It's not very like prominent, the saturation, right? But you have the normal controls. You have the threshold here. The more you increase it, the more compression you have, of course. The ratio here. You have attack and release, of course, in milliseconds, I believe. Yeah, milliseconds. And it also has an extra punch control, right, to inject some transients that might be reduced or squashed with the compression. I believe this could be as an extra attack for the transients, right? And from what I was hearing as well, the cool thing of the release is that you can also synchronize it to your project's BPM, and that's a very cool thing to do, to sync it to the host, right? Or the BPM. In that way, the release, when the compressor is recovering, it's on time with the song, right? And it's actually a good idea to synchronize the release time with the tempo of the song. Many people ask me sometimes, like, what do you do when setting the release time, for instance? What's like the value that you set when you want it medium, fast, or slow? Well, that's a good indication as to how it can be set using the tempo, right? The needle is synchronized with the tempo of the song. That's a good idea always. It has a dry wet functionality, an output, and it also has a limiter, right? A built-in limiter to prevent you from overloading the output, or overloading, preventing from passing 0 decibels on the output. It has many different presets. It's not a new compressor by any means, but it's a classic and it's a great one. And first let's check it out here on a full mix. I like what it does to the full mix. It glues everything, all of the dynamics of all of the instruments, right? It sort of glues everything, so it's a good compressor to use on the mix bus, like in this case. So let's use it. For the mix bus, I'm going to use a slow attack time, a fast release time, or I can set it to the tempo, or seeing the needle jumping, like synchronized with the tempo of the song. So I'm gonna use a medium release time, 4/3. It's alright. And I'm not gonna use any analog coloration for the moment. In other instruments, I'm gonna use it to let you know. So let's engage the limiter as well to protect the output, and let's hear the song. So let's start using it. Very fast release time, so let's go again. Before, after, let's go again, on and off. It's very, very subtle what it's doing. I'm going to apply also a bit of coloration here, but it's subtle what it's doing, but everything, I think it's fits better, right? As if it's like part of one environment. Everything it was recorded in the same place. Of course, you can do that with reverb as well, right? To mesh everything better, but with a bit of maybe 2, 3, 4 for the most gain reduction on the mix bus. It sorts of glue everything, right? Everything gels a bit more. Let's go again. it's very subtle, but it's like all of the dynamics. Think of all of the dynamics of all of the instruments: bass, drums, vocals, guitars, keyboards. All of that is being finally, with a compressor on the mix bus, is like being controlled and a bit of squashed, right? But not squashed to death. Just a bit of compression and consistency. All of the dynamics is like gelling together. So I think it's a good compressor for mix bus. And yeah, let me know what you think of this approach. And so let's continue. Oh, well, I didn't use the analog. Let's use a bit of analog coloration. That's probably too much. Yeah, that just a tiny bit of saturation also helps gel everything, because yeah, saturation is a form of compression, right? So let's also use it on drums here. For drums, I'm going to use a slow attack time, but not the slowest one. Maybe 30-40 milliseconds. Let's, for instance, synchronize it here to the BPM. And let's use a 3:4 ratio. That's like a normal setting. Here we can increase the punch. I'm going to use it in a moment. And let's begin. Let's add some punch to these drums. Also increase the volume, so let's level match it. Okay, let's add some punch. Yeah, the punch is not very exaggerated. It's subtle as well. Let's use some analog. Yeah, you can hear the saturation a bit. Before. This one is very, very exaggerated, right? Number 1 and 2 and 4. Number 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 are a bit more subtle. Yeah, I love the saturation here. It's yeah, you can hear it on the snare, for instance. No saturation. The kick drum as well, of course, but there you go, more punch. Nice. A very cool character. And let's also use it on a bass that it's super dynamic here. This track in green and in gray. It's all over the place. For this, I'm going to use a very fast attack. Fast to medium release time. Let's use a more aggressive ratio here, 6-7. We need to really tame the bass almost to the point of limiting the bass. We're going to use a bit of saturation as well, so let's do it. Let's compress it heavily. "12 decibels of compression. Nice. Let's go again. Now I can increase the output. Before. There is jumping. Let's engage the compressor. Yeah. Those loud peaks are being tamed, right? Now we can play with the output to make the bass sit in the mix better. Yeah, the bass is very consistent now. It's not jumping all over the place as before. Like that. With the help of a fast attack, we make sure that the transients get tamed, right? All of the peaks are really heavily compressed and not letting them through, right? And in this mix, I have also a vocal track that it's also very dynamic that I would like to compress with this plugin. So let's go here. First, I'm going to isolate the vocal here. I like to do this with the mix, right? But for just listening purposes of the compressor character, let's do it here. First isolate it. So I like to use on vocals also a fast attack time, medium to fast release time, or if possible, synchronize it to your project's tempo, right? And let's use ratio 3:1. Let's use a 4.5. And let's use some saturation in a moment, but let's first really compress these vocals that are very, very dynamic. As you can see here, right? This track in purple. I would never want to complicate your life. Yeah, that's what I want. So, like, I don't care like how many decibels it takes to really get those vocals very consistent. I would never want to complicate your life. It's the reassurance of why will be alright. Yeah, it's compressing it nicely because without the compressor, listen to this part. The reassurance of why will be alright. It's all over the place, right? And with compression. The reassurance of why will be alright. Reducing everything. Let's use some saturation. Reassurance of why will be alright. Nice. Never been so sure. Let's increase a bit the output. Never been so sure. Yeah, we get to hear everything more consistently. The reassurance of why will be. Let's hear it in the context of the full mix. first without the compressor.
I would never want to complicate your life. It's the reassurance of why we.
It's even like clipping here. Let's apply the compressor.
I would never want to complicate your life. It's the reassurance of why we'll be alright. I've never been so sure. Never been so sure.
Okay, now I can use the output.
I would never want to complicate your life. It's the reassurance of why we'll be alright.
Nice.
I've never been so sure.
With a bit of analog coloration, also to maintain the peaks a bit round up, and yeah, the vocals very consistent. They are not jumping all over the place, out of control, and yeah, very cool compressor, I think. So yeah, please let me know what you think of this plugin, my friends, by Waves Audio. Can be yours for free until January 29th at 9 a.m. Acoustic says, I have been using this compressor for years, and I have been using it this afternoon actually for other songs. Leonard239, hi, the H-Comp link is not working. You need to enter in your Waves account, Leonard, and then go to the link, and it will take you directly to claim your license. Bruce Wayne says, hey, I got it, thanks. Glad that you got it, Bruce. Ok, Bonnie says, gracias por notificarnos de la promoción. Saludos, ok, Bonnie, no hay de qué, un gusto. Pleasure, guys, to share with you the news of these promotions. This compressor is so powerful, there are no rules. Try running through all of the presets, no matter if the track is instrument or vocal. You will be surprised, and then you can tweak it. Yeah, I like to use presets sometimes for starting points when I don't know a lot of like how that plugin sounds, or yeah, I like to go through some of the presets. But in case of compressors, I really at this point I really know how to approach a vocal or a bass or drums or something to get what I need. But yeah, that's a good idea, acoustic as well. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it very much. Before we leave, let me invite you quickly to my website, abnerhunter.com, where you can get some additional free stuff, such as some free PDF guides and ebooks, and also some extra free tools, such as some collections of guitar impulses, collections of drum sample packs, among all utilities. Finally, don't forget to check out this channel or my blog, which I am updating almost on a daily basis with tons of content like this. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it very much. I will see you very soon in the next video, right? Bye bye and take care. Hit the notification bell as well and the thumbs up. Thank you. Bye.